Hi guys, how's it going? It's a beautiful day, not too cold, not windy, but it's nice. I got Cole with me. We're walking, doing our walking thing and whatever, and gotta catch my breath. I'm a little heated because Linda and I had a fight. As I got into the car, getting cold in the car, getting ready to go, a guy happened to be walking past the front of the car or whatever. And as he walked by, here, right here, good boy, good boy, good boy. How you doing? Okay, let's go. Good boy. So anyway, a guy comes walking by, and I noticed him first, cause Linda had her face buried in the messing around with her purse and fucking with bullshit, instead of having her head up looking what's going on, being situational awareness, which I try to tell her about that all the time. I can only imagine when she'd be walking around with her head in her ass and shit and whatever, you know. I bought mace for her so she'd have mace to protect herself. And I doubt if she even carries it with her. And if she do, it'd be buried in the bottom of her fucking purse, you know, where she can't get to it. When she is in the house, I do have a gun, but like I mentioned in the other video, chances are somebody breaks through that fucking door, she gonna be in there like a dumbass talking about, I have a gun, please leave, I'll shoot you. Now you done gave them 2 bits of information. You done told them where you actually are, and you done told them you got a damn weapon. All that motherfucker gotta do is zero in on your voice and shoot right through the wall approximately where he thinks your ass is at. And there you are, shot the shit out of. And they got free reign of doing whatever they want in the house. Of course, after they take Cole out, you know, you don't do that, guys. You do not announce your whereabouts when somebody breaks in your house. None of that bullshit, none of that I got a gun shit, none of that put your hands up or whatever. You don't tell them shit. You just start fucking shooting. I can't express this enough or whatever. Once you know where they are, you shoot their asses. Through the walls, through whatever, you know, because if worst thing can happen is you're going to scare them off. They're going to get the fuck out of there because that makes a lot of noise. That's going to drive them out. They're going to see the gunshot coming through, and that's going to scare them away, you know, and that's going to be a lot of noise. So the neighbors will be alerted. So it's a win-win. And then who knows, you might fucking get their asses and shit, which is the best outcome that could possibly be. You know, think about this, guys. These guys break into your house. They're not going to just steal your shit. They're going to disrupt your life. You're going to come home to your house is going to be in shambles. They're going to vandalize every fucking thing they can get their hands on. Everything is going to be turned upside down. You're going to feel violated. And if your woman is at home, they're going to kill her, probably rape her. Your dog is there, they're going to kill your dog. You're going to come home to that bullshit. All because this bitch won't shoot a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? All because this bitch won't shoot a motherfucker. She gave a motherfucker a warning. If you guys got a woman like that lives in your house, you got to be damn sure that she's prepared to shoot. And also, you're gonna lose your gun and her and everything else you got. Then you're gonna come home to a trashed house or whatever, because this is what they do. If that's not enough to get your ass mad, if that's not enough to get you where you are willing to go to the extra yard to shoot their asses, I don't know what is. You know. And I can't be more plain and simple than this. When you shoot to kill, guys. You want to take these motherfuckers out. There ain't no coming back. You don't want to see this motherfucker in court. You don't want to get sued by this son of a bitch. You don't want his family suing you. None of that bullshit. You want this motherfucker done. You know. You work every day trying to take care of your family and your bills and whatever, which ain't easy. And then you got these bastards sitting at home on their asses, don't have jobs, don't want to work, which I understand, but that's what welfare is for. You never hear me being jealous of the people getting all that money on welfare. Let them have that shit. I'd rather them get money for free than to be at work with me where I got to work and cover for their ass. That burns my ass. There's nothing I hate more than having to cover a lazy motherfucker on a damn job to do his work and my work. And then the boss look at me like, how come you didn't get this finished and whatever? They always blame the person that's doing the most work. And that's bullshit. That's why I talk about this. That's why I say these bosses are bullshit. These bosses ain't shit. Because these motherfuckers, I didn't mean for this to be a rant, but damn it, I'm frustrated because this woman won't guard my house or whatever. Now, the way I talk to her about this shit and complain and whatever, I get on her ass. Maybe she'll surprise me at the 9th hour. Maybe I'll come home to ambulances and policemen, whatever, and she'll have done her job. But I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. I just don't know. All I can say is these people are watching your house, guys. They're watching your comings and going. They're watching when you leave, watching when you come home, watching how many are in your house, how many are with you when you leave. They're watching you and your dog, paying attention to where he go and come and whatever. They're paying attention to this shit. They're watching everything, you know, you're under a microscope. And these motherfuckers, you know, they're waiting for shit to hit the fan. If shit hits the fan and everything goes south and whatever. That's why it's important to stay your ass at home. Go in your house, lock the fucking doors, get your guns and ammo ready to blow these fuckers away if they come in your house. And just have your supplies together and just wait for them to kill themselves off. They're going to kill themselves off. They're going to die of starvation, not having water, because they don't know how to properly take care of water and whatever. And they're not going to have enough water. They're going to be killing each other over the water and the food and whatever, and supplies. So you ain't going to have to worry about that because they're going to kill each other off. The few that are left remaining, after you come out of the house after 30 days, if it lasts that long, your mindset is going to be, Well, I'm not going to tell you which mindset it's going to be because that might get me in trouble. Because anybody that's still around after 30 days is going to be a predator. Because if they're still around, the only reason why they are is because they're living off the other people that have prepared, or they've taken, living off the stuff they've taken from other people. That's the way it is. So you're going to have to act accordingly. There may be a few preppers sprinkled in with that. You'll have to be able to discern what you're dealing with. And that's up to you. But anyway, this is long enough. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay back, old.